bonus content for Más que un podcast. I'm back here with Buga and Pablo. I want to get some thoughts on the leaked Barcelona kits coming up for this season. Apparently they're home and an away. I know sometimes by the time they actually come out, it's a little bit different, but by this point in the year, we could maybe be seeing what the kit actually looks like. Buga, Pablo, initial reactions and also thoughts on this whole fiasco around Nike, Puma. Are we going to do our own thing? What's happening with the provider of the Barcelona kits? Where are we at with things? Pablo, Buga, who wants to go first?
Buga, I think you made a really good point about the Nike problem and about the fact that, well, what you've heard, isn't it, that Barcelona want to leave Nike and just sell kits themselves, right? And then that would mean they get 100% of profits. But there was a few problems with that.
But that's just dumb. Like, that's just really dumb. Why is it dumb? Because it's not a decision you can make like very quickly. It's not a decision you can just make. Okay, I'll do it. Let's start selling shirts by next year. Like, you need to. Of course, I'm not trying to talk here like I'm a businessman or a CEO or Elon Musk or whatever, but it's simple math. Like, you need to find a distributor. You need to find a way to get the shirt to the mall right here that I have like 3 blocks away from my house, in Peru. Like, nobody cares about that mall. How are you going to get the shirts there? That's the whole point of distribution and stuff like that. And Nike, Puma, all of them, they have years and years of being able to get that through the door, get that, get those deals, because sometimes, most of the time, it's like you sell them to a third party and that third party takes care of the distribution. So probably Barcelona might look at something like that, but you need to establish those connections. You need to establish those suppliers. You need to establish those distribution channels. You need to establish whether those distribution channels can carry your merch and also like Nike at the same time. Isn't that breaching of contract or something? You need to figure all of this shit out. You need to then also I listened to the commentators today in the game, and they had a very good point saying you might need to also do the kits for like for the kids, like for the kids, for the youngsters, for like you need to do the socks, you need to do the shorts, you need to do everything. You need to absolutely everything, and that's not the simplest of things. I mean, they were saying that they would probably just get like Hummel to do that, and they would pay less money because they would put the Barca name on top of it, and they wouldn't say Hummel or something like that, which those things can happen. I don't know what you call it in English, but in South America that happens quite a lot, where you bring like a shirt in from somewhere, you just change the name and you pay less, which it's something that it could happen. But then why don't you just get somebody else to do it? And I personally, my decision would be just go with Puma, someone that offers you more money, get that through the door, because two things can happen. There's a reason why no other club in the world does it. Like, don't you think somebody else have already thought about that? Like, come on. Probably people thought about that. Real Madrid are launching in Dubai. They're or Saudi Arabia. I don't know if you saw. They're launching like a Real Madrid World, sort of like Disney park attraction or shit like that. Like a amusement park. Right. Like, they have thought of that. They probably have thought about making their own shirts. It's like it's just dumb. Like, Laporta, it's ridiculous.
It's one of those where if Todd Bowley hasn't thought of it first, then you probably haven't got there first.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I mean. And it's like, it's I don't think it could go horribly wrong. Like, it could even make Barcelona more into debt and could just create even more chasms and more, I really guess I said debts, but stuff like that, money that they owe. But the other thing that I read is that, which is maybe a positive, is that this could be like a strategy to maybe get more money from those sponsorship deals.
That's what I think it is. It's barking so you don't have to bite. You know what I mean? Like that, because that's too much for Barcelona to chew on, for sure. You said it, Buga. That's too much of a commitment from the top level down to the youth. That's too much for Barcelona. And if you look at what has been leaked by Nike, that's a nice kit. That's not one that I would walk out on right away. There's been some stinkers in the past that I could be like, hey, Nike, this isn't it. We'll just make our own. Never mind. But I'm looking at it. It's half red, half blue with alternate sleeves on it. It reminds me of, I actually have it.
That's my favorite kit ever of Barcelona. Exactly.
This
I have that.
is a
That's
little
right.
bit like this, but the sleeves.
I
Are
have
alternate
one
colors.
there.
But this is
of
one
the
of my
final
favorites.
that says Thierry Henry on the back. That's my golden like. That's the thing that like the
That
most
is
valuable
lovely.
thing that I have. I really love that kit. But
That's
wouldn't
lovely.
this deal be from 24, 25 onwards? Like I think we're still contracted with Nike for 1 more year. What Barcelona wanted to do is Barcelona wanted to
Okay.
rescind the contract so that we don't have to stay with them the next year. That's sort of like we still are contracted for 1 more year, so that kit is probably coming through the door no matter what, which is good news for us because we all are gonna buy that kit. The problem is that what will happen after that? I honestly, genuinely think we should go with Puma. I really like their kits. Like they're not like Nike where you go and you take a look and they're literally just copy pastes from like PSG, Barcelona, like to Atletico Madrid, Liverpool. All of them are copy paste. Puma are a little bit different, and I like that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good news then. We get to get this sleek Nike kit coming up, and then we'll figure it out from there. More to come, of course. Let us know down in the comments. 1, do you rate the new Nike leaked kit? 2, should Barcelona stay with Nike? Should they go with Puma? Should they do their own thing? Let us know down in the comments, and make sure you tune in for next week's episode of Más que un podcast. We'll see y'all
Bye.
then.
Peace.